All right guys, today is a super exciting day because what we're standing inside right now is a campervan. Oh yeah. So we're here in Christchurch, New Zealand. Just picked up our camper van here for the start of a trip around the South Island. So many people have told us how awesome it is to hop in the camper van, be able to park wherever you want to park, and just see what New Zealand's nature has to offer. So get ready for some great upcoming content.
So welcome to our humble abode for the next few weeks. So right here we have two couches that actually transform into our bed. We have some planks and some extra cushions that we put down this middle part, turns into our bed. And then we also have room for it's like a single bed up here if we want to put that together. And then we have our nice kitchen here. I can do this all sitting down, which is great. So we have our stovetop, we have our microwave and our fridge, aka chili bin as they call it. And then we have all of our dishes, cleaning supplies, tea kettle, etc, etc. Looks like they provide some coffee. And then sink, water, there's a toilet under here somewhere. And then there's also a pole and like a little tabletop, so we can turn this into like a seating area, dining area as well. We have all of our bedding and everything up here. First stop is Lake Tekapo.
Got this thing all packed up and ready to drive down. So we have just a couple hours till we get down there. And then we're gonna start the camper van lifestyle. Uh-oh, drivers have changed. It might look like that I'm in the driver's seat right now, but keep in mind, friends, we are in New Zealand, so they drive where the passenger normally sits in the States. And look who's in the passenger driver's seat.
Fed, caffeinated, hydrated, and ready to try to back out of this parking lot without hitting anyone. Because apparently 76.5% of all accidents happen in car parks or parking lots, and caravan parks are like campsites.
Everything's on the right-hand side because obviously we're in New Zealand. It's quite funny because just instinctually always driving here in this seat in the US where the driver's seat is, your turn signal is always on your left-hand side. So for both of us, right when we've started driving, every time we're trying to put the turning signal on, the windshield wipers go on. But it's crazy because you don't even think about it, it's just instinct. So yeah, we're clearing a lot of rain that's not actually falling on us, but we're off. So guys, we're about 1 hour into our drive down south. So far the drive for the first hour, there's not as much to see until you get a little bit further down. A couple cool bridges we crossed over, but otherwise just a lot of like farmland. But just to give you a little bit more information on the camper van, we spent a lot of time researching what was going to be the best option and the best bang for our buck. Since it's two of us, we were trying to figure out something that was not too large, where it wasn't going to burn too much gas. So after researching through quite a few different companies, we came across Traveler's Autobarn, and they seemed overall to be the best bang for the buck. We're paying about 3,500 New Zealand dollars, which comes out to about $2,300 USD. And so when you think about that during high season, and for those of you that don't know, high season is from January to February because it's the summertime here being in the southern hemisphere. And so in general, the camper van lifestyle, of course, is going to be slightly more expensive than maybe staying in hostels. But obviously you're able to bring down a lot of other costs when you don't have to pay for, let's say, going out meals because you have your kitchenette right there. And then you're able to go from excursion to excursion without needing to pay for a tour bus. And so I think overall the costs are going to be much cheaper. But kind of going back to the costs with Traveler's Autobarn, they seem to be the best bang for the buck. So guys, that $3,500 cost, 3,500 New Zealand dollars cost, that includes a little bit more than just the camper van rental. We always opt for the best insurance because, especially when you're driving on the left-hand side of the road, which is opposite for us, and we're going to be, going in a bunch of areas all across the country out in the wilderness, we just don't want to risk any liability. And so, at first, sometimes it's hard to pull an extra, in this case, about 500 New Zealand dollars for the higher insurance. But when you have much less risk, it feels much better to be driving because you're not so concerned on, hey, if some sort of accident does happen, you're not going to be put in a financially strained position. Also, that 3,500 includes a few add-on items. We were able to include 2 chairs and a table, so that way, we can kind of do a little outdoor picnic outside of the camper van. And also we have a little porta potty add-on that you're able to put in there. That was about 50 New Zealand dollars. And so that's the nice part about Travelers Autobarn, is you can really have the one-stop shop, which made it so much less stressful for us. We were able to grab the van, pick up some groceries, and we're off. So guys, once you get to basically the last 20 minutes of the drive to Lake Tekapo, then there are a couple spots you can come and stop. We're currently like on the side of the road right here, where you can see one side like sheep, and then on the other side you can see pretty cool views of the mountain.
Another great thing about having a camper van is that you can have a snack anywhere.
Once we get down to Lake Tekapo, we'll show you guys what it's all about down there.
Alright guys, so we just got to Lake Tekapo after our 3-hour drive from Christchurch. We are staying at the Lake Tekapo Motels and Holiday Park. For the two of us, it cost about 50 New Zealand dollars, and that's for a powered spot, and we'll show you now what that means.
We are staying in a van that is self-contained. It has electrical available here. So you have basically your low voltage 12-volt power here, and then in order to operate the main plug, so to operate the microwave, and then if you plug in basically anything that has higher power requirements than an iPhone, you need to go ahead and have the camper van plugged in. So we decided for the first night, so we can show you the full experience, have everything up and running on the power side, we're gonna go ahead and get one of these spaces here. Quite simple actually. You have your unit right here where you plug into, and then it just hooks directly into the back of the van right up here. So quick and easy. And the good news is Travelers Autobarn gives you the extension cord you need to go ahead and plug it right in, so you don't have to pick up any specific items to be able to get connected.
So if you get a non-powered spot, because you don't necessarily need them every night, if you're only gonna be charging your phone or small things, there is a price difference, so it is a little less expensive for a non-powered spot, so just keep that in mind. Now we are going to unpack and then show you guys how our first night in the camper van unfolds.
All right guys, so we're gonna start unpacking now. You can kind of see what the place looks like before we put all of our stuff away. We have quite a lot of stuff, but the good news is the storage space in here should be great for everything we have.
So what we have here are, you can basically remove these cushions, and under here we have 2 storage containers. And then on this side, which now I've just put the cushions over here, but we have 1 storage container here. And then there are also a couple compartments that are needed for the camper, which we'll show you in a bit.
So guys, we just finished getting everything put away. And I must say, we are really excited because it all fit quite nicely with even a little bit of extra space. And this is gonna be our home. We're super excited. And now we're gonna show you guys the next feature, which is getting a nice meal cooked. So today on the menu, we have a nice bell pepper, potato, and zucchini. So I'm gonna get all these things chopped right up. We have a couple bratwursts we picked up as well, so we're gonna chop all those up, fry them up, because good news is this thing hooks it up with all of the dishes you need, all of the pots and pans, so we have everything we need to go ahead and start cooking, guys. So let's cook. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that is the sound of the stove on, ladies and gentlemen. So guys, this is one of the parts I'm most excited for, because we're doing some cooking here inside the camper van, and we have some good stuff on the menu for tonight. And I just wanted to add in that the stove top here is so simple to get set up. There's actually a little connection on the outside of the camper where you go ahead and turn on the gas, and then you come over here on this side and you go ahead and spark it right up, and you're ready to start cooking. So we have this place smelling very good, but don't forget that since you are cooking inside of here, you need to make sure you get ventilation right away. And so the good news is these windows, unlock switches right here, pop them open, and you have your ventilation.
All chefed up and ready to eat. So when it's time to go to bed, it's time to close the shades.
All right, good morning guys. We just woke up from our first night in the camper van and it was great. Hopped into the van, shut the blinds, and then went ahead and disassembled the table, turned it into the bed on the first floor, and then hopped in our sleeping bags and got a great night's sleep. So night one is a success. Can't wait to see what the next coming up nights are gonna be like. And so guys, hope you guys liked the tour of our camper van. This wouldn't be possible without renting from Travelers Autobarn. They had everything we needed to make this experience that much better, from everything being fully contained, self-contained in the camper van, to all the different utensils, towels, sleeping stuff we need, everything. So it's been such a great experience so far, guys. Definitely check out Travelers Autobarn. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to also rent from them if you're coming down here. So guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos coming up in New Zealand, hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video today, give it a like, and we'll see you guys in the next video.